You're in a meeting, someone shares a personal struggle, and your eyes well up. You're watching a movie, not even the saddest scene, and your throat tightens. If you cry easily, you've probably been told you're too sensitive, but psychology says something very different. Crying easily is not weakness, it's wiring, and what it reveals about your brain might surprise you. What if your tears are actually proof of emotional strength? Humans are the only species that shed emotional tears. That means crying isn't an accident, it's biology. Emotional tears are linked to activation in areas like the amygdala and anterior cingulate cortex, regions responsible for emotional awareness and regulation. When you cry, your brain isn't malfunctioning, it's responding exactly as designed. So why were we taught that something natural is a flaw? One major reason some people cry easily is heightened emotional sensitivity. Research suggests about 15 to 20% of people have a more responsive nervous system. Their brains process emotional information faster and more deeply. They don't just see events, they absorb meaning, tone shifts, micro-expressions, and subtle changes others miss. You're not overreacting, you're over-perceiving. Another key factor is high empathy. People who cry easily often score higher in empathic concern. Their mirror neuron systems are more active, meaning they internally simulate what others feel. When someone shares pain, they don't just understand it intellectually, they feel it physically. Tears become a bridge, not a breakdown. What if your tears are building connection instead of destroying control? There's also a biological reset happening. Emotional tears activate the parasympathetic nervous system, the body's calming response. Crying can lower stress hormones and help restore balance. In many cases, it's a release valve. Suppressing emotion builds pressure. Expressing it regulates pressure. Crying isn't losing control, it's restoring it. Contrary to popular belief, people who cry easily are not less resilient. In fact, emotional expression is linked to better long-term coping. When feelings are processed in real time, they don't accumulate into chronic stress. Emotional suppression, on the other hand, has been associated with higher anxiety and physical strain. The real risk isn't feeling too much, it's feeling nothing at all. Crying also reflects emotional awareness, a core component of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions, is one of the strongest predictors of success in leadership, relationships, and mental health. If you cry easily, you're already highly attuned to emotional shifts. What if you're not too emotional, just emotionally intelligent? Of course, tears can also be influenced by stress, hormones, personality traits, or overstimulation, but none of that equals weakness, it equals responsiveness. Some people numb, others notice. You notice. So if you cry at kindness, conflict, beauty, or overwhelm, you're not broken. You may simply experience life with fewer emotional filters. And in a world that rewards detachment, staying emotionally open is rare. Maybe your sensitivity isn't something to fix. Maybe it's your psychological superpower. Comment below if you cry easily. I'd love to hear your story. And if you want more psychology-based videos like this, make sure to subscribe. And thank you for watching.